Let's start by browsing a bit in the Salesforce org. So right now in this org, you see I am on the sales app, standard app, and I want to look for client stuff. So first thing to do is go to the app launcher top left, and from there you can search for items, for objects, or for applications. Client comes out of the box with three different client apps. The first one is Client PM, you've got Client Tab, and you also have Client Config. I'll start with the Client Tab because this one is a view that we're familiar with usually in Salesforce. So the Client Tab just allows you to see a different object at the top of your page. So these are client objects or client items that you can use, and by clicking there you're gonna browse in different it's either you access to the record by there, or you're gonna click to the object and you're gonna access to the list view page of this object. But when you browse in there and you go back and forth, now I'm just clicking everywhere to look at how it behaves. See, now I'm back on a project, so it shows where I am, which object I'm on. So it's very useful. It's a very standard view that has been there for quite a while at Salesforce. The other view we like to use is the client config. I will not take a lot of time, but just to expose the fact that we're in a tabular view, and what you see at the top are object that we like to call the setup object. So it's going to be our main playground in the client configuration tutorial. It's going to be upcoming. So let's not focus on this one and take a bit more time on the client PM, which is our favorite one, the one we like to recommend. So in a client PM, it's a console view because you've got console licenses. You're allowed to see that. The client PM app allows you to select, for example, an object from this pick list that you can change. So for example, I'm going to go in client project. You've got the list view, the same list view, but this is the interesting part, is that once you start browsing in and you select, for example, I selected the Acme 4 project, and I'm just going to go click a bit everywhere to show you how it behaves. So on the client tasks related to this project, on one specific task, and I want to show you that this path is going to remain available at the top of the page. And that's one of the key highlight of using the console view, is that you will always be able to understand how you reach that specific page. What's the story? What's your path? And another cool thing about it is that if you start working on something else, I'm looking at a proposal and I'm browsing, I can always go back to my previous items I was looking at, because of these tabs that are still available. And it's possible to delete them all and start fresh from a new session. So the client PM console view is really, client PM app is really what we like to recommend our customers.